in my opinion, the best Wii U game that uses the
IMA 私は可愛いアニメキャラクターのよう NI 見えます。
Well, hello, it's a fantastic day today, and I'm glad you're here with me for another episode. In this episode, I'll talk about Nintendo Wii U games you should buy before the eShop closes. As you might know, next year, March 2023, the eShop of the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U will close, so there are lots of games that will disappear. These consoles kinda will freeze in time, and lots of digital-only games that you only can buy on the store, and as soon as it will close, they will disappear. And also physical games will climb up in price, so I thought I'd give you here my follow-up video. We also did a 3DS games you have to buy before the eShop closes, and for this video here we'll talk about Wii U games. Most of the games I will talk about will have unique elements cause of the Wii U gamepad, so this makes these games rather special. And of course, this is my personal list, so if you have any games that you would like to add to this list, please let us know these down in the comments so we can check them out. So let's get started with our number one here, and we have Project Zero, Maiden of the Blackwater, which is known as Fatal Frame in the United States. And this game already is quite expensive if you want to get your hands on a physical copy, and you still can download it for around 50 euros in the Nintendo Wii eShop, and you should definitely do that. It's such a great horror game, and this is one of the games that utilizes the gamepad to its full extent. It really is immersive, it really feels like you're there taking pictures, going with your camera through these rooms. It's a really scary game, and I can't recommend it enough. And again, physical copies already climbed up in price so high, so you still can get it for a normal retail price of 50 euros, and this game absolutely is worth it. Definitely check it out. There's a free demo on the Wii U which you can download for free and check out. Definitely do that, and if you like it later you can upgrade to the full version. Next up we have Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game still is stuck on the Wii U. Lots of people expect this to be ported over to the Nintendo Switch in the future, and this might happen, absolutely, but if this won't happen, if they won't port Xenoblade Chronicles X to a different console, this game will be stuck on the Wii U, and this is one of the best RPGs. It's such a great, epic, big game that you absolutely should check out. And even if you already have a physical copy of this game or plan to buy one, because you can get your hands on a physical copy for fairly decent prices, you should go over to the eShop and upload all the performance updates that are on the eShop, which makes this game way faster with loading times and way more accessible. There are so many upgrades that make this game a bit smoother, and yeah, you should definitely do that. But again, this is a recommendation. Definitely go check out Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is a game, if this won't be ported, the prices of a physical copy will explode and yeah, will be really hard to get. And after March 2023 you won't have the option anymore to download this off of the eShop. Now we have two games which I put together here. It's The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. You still can get these on other consoles. The HD versions are stuck on the Wii U. Again, people expect these games to be ported over to the Switch, but if they won't be ported over, they will be stuck on the Wii U, and they could get really rare and expensive. You still can get physical copies, they are out there. You still can download this game digitally off of the store, and yeah, this is something to keep in mind. Definitely check them out. Such classic games that you shouldn't miss out on. Next up we have a game called Affordable Space Adventures. This is a digital only game, so as soon as the eShop will close, this game won't be available anymore. And I heard that it utilizes the gamepad to its full extent. This is always something that I love. It feels so immersive. You can submerge in these games and it looks great. I haven't played it myself, but I definitely will buy it. So this is on my personal list of games I want to buy before the eShop closes. In our episode where we talked about 3DS games to get before the eShop closes, I was talking about Pull Blocks. And on the Wii U there's Pull Blocks World, which looks amazing. It's push mode in the United States and Pull Blocks for the European audience. And definitely go check it out. It doesn't cost a lot and looks like a really great game. Also digital only here, so again, as soon as the eShop closes, this game will be gone or not available anymore to download, and it looks like a really great puzzle game. And if you enjoyed the 3DS games, definitely go and check out Pull Blocks World. So these were all Wii U games that are either digital only or have physical games that are already expensive or could get expensive. Before we go to our virtual console games that I will recommend, I have two more games that are still available, broadly available for fairly decent prices, but I see these games climbing up in price as soon as the eShop closes because they're so unique. I'm talking about one of my absolute favorite games ever, which is kind of underrated in my opinion. It's Zombie U, such a great survival horror game, and again, it's in my opinion the best Wii U game that uses the
INA 私は可愛いアニメキャラクターのよう NI 見えます。
In my opinion, it's the best Wii U game when it comes to using the gamepad, including the gamepad into the gameplay. It's such an amazing horror game. Definitely go check it out. It was ported to other consoles, but they had to change stuff because you don't have a gamepad anymore. And you have to look up and down, use your gamepad like in augmented reality situations and all that. It's such a unique and awesome game. I feel it's so underrated, but I also think more and more people stumble over this game, and more people notice, well, it's not as bad as some people said in the past, and you definitely should check it out, because I see this game climbing up in price over the years. I myself have 2 copies, one to play and one sealed, just to keep for myself, and yeah, this game is amazing. Another one is Paper Mario Color Splash. Just to keep it short, all the Paper Mario games, when I hear about these online, people are praising the 1000-Year Door and older Paper Mario games, and they love them, and they have a problem with later iterations of the Paper Mario franchise. But I think Paper Mario Color Splash and Paper Mario Origami King on the Nintendo Switch will get followers over the years, will turn out, or could turn out, to be a classic, because these games are just amazing. I love them so much. The gameplay, the atmosphere, the music and everything. Again, you still can get your hands on a copy, you still can download it off of the eShop, but maybe this is a game that could get rare in the future, or at least expensive. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now let's go over to virtual console games that you should buy before the Wii U eShop closes. And the first one here on our list is Earthbound, and especially Earthbound Beginnings. Earthbound you can play on lots of other consoles. It was ported and you still can get your hands on a copy. Earthbound Beginnings was released on the NES and later re-released on the Game Boy Advance, but the thing is, it was Japan only, so we never got a Western release of Earthbound Beginnings, or Mother as it is called in Japan. And on the Nintendo eShop you can download the English version, and this is the only way to officially get your hands on a copy at this point in time. So definitely make sure to get Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound on the Wii U eShop. Now we have Metroid Fusion. After the whole Metroid Dread craze, this game was climbing up in price so fast. And it is a Game Boy Advance game. Again, on the Wii U, you have the Virtual Console, and there you can buy a lot of Game Boy Advance games. And one is Metroid Fusion, which is basically Metroid 4. And this game, again, if you try to get your hands on a physical copy for the Game Boy Advance, it's quite expensive. It's also hard to find a legit copy. There are so many fakes out there, but you just can download it, I think, for 5 or 6 euros in the Wii U eShop, and you should definitely do that. Another one is Metroid Zero Mission, which is kind of a spin-off, but also a great game, and also it climbed up in price, so yeah, keep that in mind also. Now we come to 2 games that I put together. These are RPG classics. I'm talking about Golden Sun 1 and 2. They originally were released on the Game Boy Advance, and they are made by Camelot, which made one of my absolute favorite games of all time, Shining Force 1 and 2 and 3. And Golden Sun 1 and 2 are quite expensive already on the Game Boy Advance, but you still can buy them for a couple of bucks on the Wii U eShop in the Virtual Console, and definitely go check them out. They are amazing RPGs that look so gorgeous, have great soundtracks, and they're really amazing games that you can get for dirt cheap again on the eShop. And yeah, make sure to check them out before the eShop closes. Last on the list, we have another Zelda game. It's also a Game Boy Advance game. It's The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap, which again, the Game Boy cartridge already is climbing up in price really fast. And you can still download this off of the Wii U eShop. And yeah, it's such an awesome Zelda game, one of my favorites. It looks so gorgeous. The game mechanic that you can shrink and that levels change is so awesome. I love the soundtrack. It's such a cool, beautiful, awesome, amazing Zelda game, which you definitely, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And if you don't have a copy of it, definitely make sure to buy one digitally on the Wii U eShop, because again, the physical prices, it's hard to find a decent price for this game. Again, like all the others, it's climbing up in price quite fast, cause of eShops closing, cause of the whole video game craze, I guess. So this is my list here of Wii U games to buy before the eShop closes. And please keep in mind that this list doesn't cover like DLCs and updates and many more games. So please let me know which games you would recommend. Just leave us a comment down below. And I really hope this video here was helpful for you. I really hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.